each one of you gathered here today to celebrate our 90th anniversary. February 22nd, 2007 marked the beginning of DesiCrew journey. Over the years, DesiCrew has grown steadily and stands strong as a symbol of resilience, commitment, innovation, and people. Let us begin today first with everyone. Everyone who thinks.
Other state le Karnataka la irukku.
Thank you.
Mic on check green.
We now invite the senior vice president, Mr. Rajan, to deliver the welcome message.
Follow me.
Good afternoon, one and all. A very warm welcome on this August occasion of DesiCrew's 19th anniversary celebrations. Now, this celebration is happening across the centers of it. Whatever you see here in this video on the screen here, all the 4 centers are connected here, so they'll be there all through the entire event. Right? So, DesiCrew was generated on February 2nd, 2007. So, for today's event, we are very, very happy to warmly welcome R.E. Satyanathan. He doesn't need any introduction, but for the benefit of all of you here, he is a writer, a publisher, founder and CEO of ILSI. He extensively works on languages. So ILSI is a seed from bringing Tamil languages and technology together. He has extensively worked, and we'll get to hear more from him during the course of the day. And as a guest of honor for today, எங்களுக்கு ரொம்ப மகிழ்ச்சிமா பத்தாமா நீங்க வந்திருக்கு. அண்ட் இந்த ஈவெண்ட் நீங்க இங்க வந்து எங்க கூட இந்த ஈவெண்ட் செலவு பண்ணது எங்களுக்கு மிகவும் மகிழ்ச்சி. ரொம்ப நன்றி. நீங்க ரொம்ப பிஸி ஷெட்யூல் அவங்க ஆக்சுவலா. ஸோ இன்னைக்கு அந்த ஈவெண்ட் வந்து ஒரு 1.5 மாசம் ஆச்சு. 1.5 மாசத்துல கால் ஷீட் ஃபுல்லா மேனேஜ் பண்ணி சொல்ல முடியல அவங்க. ஸோ இவங்களோட கால் ஷீட் எல்லாமே அவங்க தான் மேனேஜ் பண்றாங்க. ஸோ நான் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் இன்ட்ரடியூஸ் பண்ணி அவங்க பேசும்போது கேட்கலாம் பார்த்தேன். ஸோ எனக்கு இந்த ஈவெண்ட் அந்த ஈவெண்ட் இருக்கு. இருந்தாலுமே நம்ம சொன்னோம், நம்ம மக்கள் கிட்டத்தட்ட கிராமத்துல இருக்காங்க, கிட்டத்தட்ட 70% விமன். ஸோ இந்த ஒரு இதை சீடை வச்சு கண்டிப்பா வரேன், எல்லா ஷெடியூலும் மாத்திட்டு இந்த ஈவெண்ட்டுக்கு நான் வரேன் அப்படின்னு சொன்னது மிகவும் மகிழ்ச்சி. அதே மாதிரி மிஸ்டர் ஆயுஷ்நாதன்ட்ட லாஸ்ட் பேருக்கு தான் ரொம்ப நன்றி. ஸோ very grateful for you are here. We have been discussing, we have been discussing with Mr. Satyanathan and the team. But இன்னைக்கு நம்ம தான் டிஸ்கஸ் பண்ண இந்த ஒரு ஈவெண்ட் பார்ட்னர் அப்படின்னா without any hesitation, the event is said yes. So thank you so much, sir, for making it. Right? On behalf of the entire management of DesiCrew, we warmly welcome all the team members, all the crewmates, all the senior officials, and the family members of Money who are here amongst us. Thank you for making it here. Thank you so much. And for the benefit of all, especially Pranama who are not there is 2 minutes video will be played to understand நான் என்ன பண்றோம், என்னென்ன ஆர்கனைசேஷன், என்னென்ன மக்களை, என்ன வாழ்வாங்க இந்த கிராம மக்களுக்கு என்னென்ன பண்றோம், இங்க வந்து இந்த கம்பெனி எதாவது நம்ம பிசினஸ் பண்ண தேவையில்லை, கிட்டத்தட்ட 2000 பேர் இருக்காங்க. அந்த 2000 பேர் எந்தெந்த கிராமத்துல வேலை செய்யறாங்க, அங்க இருக்கிற வாழ்வாதாரம் எப்படி ஆதரிச்சு வீடியோ.
Thank you, sir.
It's been a journey of continuation from the discovery of fiber to competition everything. Yet, for relevant rural areas, conflict of the minister. DesiCrew extensive. We saw the opportunity to connect the dots of sustainable business model, technology, and social impact. In the vital minds of DesiCrew, we discovered exceptional talent in rural India, particularly women eager to make their mark. Rather than uprooting this talented individuals, we brought career opportunities to their hometown. DesiCrew shows they wanted to shape empowering them to thrive in their own communities. Today, 70% of our workforce is comprised of women, each becoming a part of a mainstream financial economy. They've broken barriers, built new bridges, pursue higher education, learn new courses, and stay in the corporate roles previously deemed unattainable. They're not just breadwinners, they're the backbone of their families in DesiCrew itself. Our centers in rural areas are hubs of innovation and excellence, where the practice minds come together to create change. Did you know we have worked on some of the cutting-edge technologies on GIS map, LLM, in OOCM, autonomous cars, from humble beginnings to working with Fortune 50 companies? DesiCrew is paving the way for getting edge in rural. We are DesiCrew, building 100 watts.
As we celebrate 19 remarkable years, we also look ahead to an even greater milestone. To take us to the DC20 anniversary milestone, we invite Veena, Head of Human Assets at DesiCrew, to be joining us virtually to share the roadmap ahead.
Namaste, Vanakkam, good morning. As we step into our 20th year, we are not just planning for growth in terms of revenue and numbers, but for meaningful and holistic growth. As an organization, we are committed to creating a lasting impact by strengthening the communities around it, empowering individuals, and by contributing to the social well-being. We aim to build initiatives that will drive a positive change, promote sustainability, and create opportunity that will extend beyond our workplace. We are really proud to step into the 20th year, and we begin the celebrations with some of the things that we have planned for the milestone event. So that will be with the celebrations will be with a lot of gratitude, purpose, and with a year-long commitment to a lot of meaningful impact that we plan. Our journey will be marked by signature events like the Dream Excellent Awards, DC Marathon, bringing our community together in inspiration and achievement. As we complete the AI course that we are going to launch today, we will be ready for the launch of over 1,000 AI innovation projects. This year, we will stay strong and focused on holistic wellness through programs on diabetes awareness, yoga, mental health, Ayurveda, pediatric and elder care, skin care, and even pet care, ensuring well-being of all. We will strengthen awareness and empowerment through workshops on POSH, voter participation campaigns, leadership development, and financial independence initiatives. Our sustainability commitment will grow stronger by setting up EV charging points, waste management, rainwater collection, solar power at centers, tree plantation, plastic reduction, and many such initiatives. We will also campaign on safety and responsibility with traffic awareness drives, digital and cyber safety programs, emergency response and CPR training sessions. Our community engagement will continue through initiatives like Swachh Bharat drives, environmental campaigns, and green office challenges. We will also focus on financial literacy programs on smart saving, protection against loan and fraud risk to empower and inform our people about wise decision making. As we celebrate excellence this year, we will recognize our top performers through the DC Awards. And there is a surprise. We will also have a new center which is coming up. So apart from this, there are many more surprises in the pipeline which will be actioned in this year. This is the 20th year, so it is not just about the celebrations of the past. It is about the commitment to building a smarter, healthier, greener, and more empowered future together. We are growing with AI, learning as we grow, and we are also building an agile workforce to drive smarter growth and lasting impact. Nanji.
Thank you, Ina. Thank you for giving us such exciting years. Now, I would like to call upon the speaker to lighten the up. Thank you, sir. Okay, Papa.
Shifting is not possible. Screen sharing it.
Become memories, and memories become milestones. We now invite Anwar to join us virtually and share insights about the DesiCrew 2026 calendar.
Ashwin sir?
Hello everybody. Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, you're audible, sir.
Okay, lovely. So I can see Rajan sir walking around. So Chileka, if you can share the screen.
Yeah, sir. Just a second. We are just getting ready.
So yeah. So let me know when to start, and if you tell action, I'll start talking.
We are ready, sir.
Then I'll be on mute.
Yeah, we'll unveil the calendar, sir. Just
okay, but as you know, I'm an actor. You have to say action, and only then I'll start a dialogue.
Sure, we'll do that. Yes. Sir, Ashwin sir, can we start on?
Yes, Ashwant is here very much.
Sir, you can start, sir.
Yeah, you can start. So,
okay.
This is the
Thank you very much.
Yeah, Ashwin, please go ahead.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much, and congratulations to all the crewmates for DesiCrew's 19th year. And my warm welcome to the chief guests at the different centers. Unfortunately, I couldn't meet everybody in person, but thank you very much for making it. So DesiCrew's calendar is our annual attempt to create a 12-month, month-on-month reminder on what we do at work. So this is our third attempt. And can you go to the next slide? So our calendar usually is a reflection of the work that we do at DesiCrew. Sometimes it's human in the loop, sometimes it's human and AI. And this year we wanted to use the concept of hallucination itself in AI to see what would have happened in an alternate history, or if history had happened otherwise. So we use the power of AI, we use different Gen AI tools to come up with what if something had happened, what would have happened if somebody else had survived. So in that concept, we had come with this calendar. And in this day and age of divisiveness and so many wars happening all around the world, we used the human imagination and coupled it with the Gen AI's concept of hallucination, as well as what if there was a glitch in the matrix concept, to come up with different thoughts. In that aspect, we picked up different events and occurrences across our history. So as always, DesiCrew's calendar begins with February. And for February, we wanted to put up the autonomous driving concept. Can we go to the next slide, Shweta? So this is for February. So we imagined what if Flintstones had autonomous driving tech. So all of you must have heard about the driverless cars in the US. So what if the Flintstones, the time in prehistoric era itself, in the Stone Age, if we had computer vision or equivalent of vision aiding support. So this was if the Flintstones had autonomous driving cars. The next slide. Lekha, can you go to the next slide, please? And yeah, so I think this is for the month of April. So all of you must have seen Titanic, in which Rose survives and Jack dies in the sea. So we visualized what would have happened if Jack and Rose had survived. Maybe they would have reached New York, Titanic would have completed its maiden voyage, Jack would have opened up an artist store, and Jack and Rose would have married. And 12 years later, they would be celebrating their anniversary at New York. So it's a story of immigrants successfully building a base and family in USA, something which the USA is always known for. So this was again our recreation of what if Titanic had not sunk, or what if there were better navigation systems and the iceberg was, avoided. So unfortunately, technology was not there that way, and now we move on. Yeah. Next is, we all know about companies like Nokia, Kodak. Nokia has been a very lovable company. All of us, it's a very loved company. But because of its inability to adapt to changing technology, both Kodak and Nokia had to surrender and go oblivious. So we imagined what would have happened if Kodak had embraced screen technology much in advance, or digital in advance, or what if Nokia had adopted OpenOS in 2007-8, much before Apple and Microsoft did. Maybe in 2050, they have been leading the whole social engagement and the screen technology views. So this was what if Nokia and Kodak had embraced technology much earlier. Srilekha, am I okay?
Yeah, sir.
Yeah. And this is, of course, in Tamil, there was a very nice saying, Nelson Mandela. So if Nelson Mandela was not arrested in the 1960s, and that was the time when the Berlin Wall itself was built, maybe his apartheid freedom movement would have inspired, and maybe he would have broken the Berlin Wall much in advance. This again is just inspiring peace warriors and people who work for the larger humanity across different phases. So this again was just human imagination combined with what Gen AI could generate. So it is our vision of if Nelson Mandela, maybe he was not arrested, maybe he would have come back to have broken the Berlin Wall much before. Thank you, Srilekha. Next slide. So this is, of course, mankind is always known to domesticate animals and members of the flora and fauna. So imagine if the comet had not hit and if the dinosaur had not faced extinction, maybe we would have had these magnificent beasts being domesticated and being helping in plowing our land and using as cattle as against the cows and goats that we might be using. Again, a little bit of human imagination with what GenAI could generate. Next slide. So a lot of the human information has been evolved because of the availability of the press. In fact, the press, invention of the press is probably where the information age began, where we were able to spread information on large scale and we were able to record a lot of information. Maybe if the press had not, if the printing press itself was not invented, we would have only had to rely on the word of mouth advocacy of stories and content. So we imagine how would have been news channels or the current news channels without the printing press, where it would have been just a shouting match. I mean, even now we do have a shouting match only in most news channels, but we just imagine people shouting at just street ends on news without the printing press or without the printed content. Yeah. Next. Yeah. So this again is obviously, we all believe that all of us could coexist. I mean, in the times when people are talking about building walls and establishing citizenships and building boundaries, we thought, what if boundaries existed only in maps and not in minds? You don't have to necessarily just look at the planet, but as a galaxy and as a universe, we all could coexist. So this was the idea of the Navis coming and living amongst the Earth. This again was a replication of some of our thoughts with the GenAI creation. Yeah. Next. So this is the personal favorite. So we all thought, what if Mahatma Gandhi's ahimsa's principles and teachings had influenced Hitler? And maybe if Hitler had not invaded Poland, and maybe the World War II would not have started. And if it had not started, maybe we would have had more Olympic events in the 1942 and 1946. Maybe the Great Dictator show, movie which was banned in Germany, would have been telecasted, and politics would appreciate criticism. So imagine Hitler watching a movie in which he was being made and trolled, and actually allowing it where where art is allowed to criticize governance and administration. So this was the American president and Gandhi and Charlie Chaplin along with one Mr. Hitler, if the principles of ahimsa had influenced Hitler at that time. Yeah. Next one. So again, this is passion, right? We all would, we've read many places about the geniusness of some of the greatest human beings who walked on Earth, and visualize what if they had chosen an alternate field. We all know that Einstein had inspired so many scientists and thinkers during his time. Now we reimagined Einstein as a musician. Now if this kid from Germany had pursued music, and if he had become a genius musician, maybe he would have influenced other performing artists during his era. So we recreated Einstein actually working with Satyajit Ray and Tyagaraja Bhagavatar. I know there are little difference in the time zones in which they existed, but again, when human imagination is unlimited, we can actually bring anybody to sing with anybody. So we can actually make Ajit dance with Avayar also, but we chose Einstein. So this was, what if a particular bus conductor named Shivaji Rao Gaikwad had not pursued acting and continued to just become a bus conductor. And maybe he would have retired as a very celebrated style icon. And in 2025, because of his trending styles, Karan Johar may have detected him and said, okay, maybe I can make a style icon actor out of himself. So this is again visualizing whom we call as Rajinikanth right now, if he had continued as a bus conductor in Karnataka. And you can actually see him having advertisements of the next Kannada movies that are coming up. So, but what we realize is wherever you put him, the style icon will be the style icon. Yeah. Next one.
Okay.
Yeah. This is, of course, Manjal Varate or Jallikattu. So instead of us being prejudiced about cultural activities and practices, what if we had learned to appreciate and embrace them? Again, a small visualization of Madurai a Pongal event where there's Manjal Varate happening and we have international participants taking part in it. I know that we are already doing it, but again, without having our prejudices and judgments, if we could embrace local cultures and practices, it's just a visualization from there. Thank you, Shileka. Yeah. So this is our attempt. So every year we come out with a calendar, and this year the calendar was released in February. I am proud on behalf of the team to present it in front of the guests who arrived. And thank you very much, everybody, for your time. And Shilaka, shall I cut short? I'm getting messages asking people to ask me to keep quiet.
You have a few questions.
No questions. This is only one day. Nobody told me about questions.
Only one question. I do have. So the previous one was Talavar. The next one is it Kamala?
Yes, please. No, actually, we didn't want to. We were told not to use any politics or religion. So we asked AI to merge Tom Cruise with Kamal Hassan, and that is what we got.
Thank you.
So if we can go back to the picture, you can see it is what would have happened if Tom Cruise had studied acting in.
Yeah. That's truly capturing the spirit of our organization.
Thank you, Ashwin sir. Thank you.
Over to you, Sri.
And thank you very much, Mr. Sandhilnadan, to be here, and Padma Madam. Proud that you could make it. Thank you very much for honoring us, and all the guests at all the centers. Thank you very much.
Yeah, now
Thank you, Honorable Sir. Now it's time for D-Touch. So we have a D-Touch. Rudra?
Hey, thank you, Srileka.
Yeah.
Good afternoon, everyone, and Vanakkam, Vandanam, Namaskara. So I just wanted to start off by just welcoming all the chief guests and the guest of honors across all centers, and the chief guest at Chennai, Mr. Sandhilnadan, founder CEO of Alesa, and then a warm welcome to Mrs. S. Padma, who displayed immense integrity and extraordinary values. So a warm welcome to her as well, and all the distinguished guests across all centers. Okay, I'm Rudra, and I head the learning and development here at DesiCrew, and today we just wanted to launch on the special occasion. We want to launch and step into the learning of AI journey. So that's what we wanted to do. And why do we want to do that, right? So the first question is, why do you want to even do that? Now, while AI has been around and as an academic, as a learning subject from the 1950s, right? So that's the first time this term of artificial intelligence was coined. But today, what has become in the technology, in the society, and across the globe is a foundational utility. Right, it's become a foundational utility over a rapidly evolving, emerging, or a frontier technology. Right, it is no longer emerging. It has become foundational. So, what do I mean by saying this? Right, so AI has graduated from an experimental, emerging phase to a core infrastructure. I would say much like our internet, more like our electricity. And there are three things that is happening. It's been adopted across in widespread in terms of AI-enabled tools and AI-enabled economic backbones, and especially in the educational integration. And it's also moving towards an emerging technology in terms of the autonomous AI systems, the physical AIs like sophisticated robotics, drones, beyond basic robots that work. And also it's gotten into the space of the quantum AI, which is an amalgamation of the quantum computing and with AI into it. And what this could mean to us is it could speed up a lot of discoveries. It could speed up a lot of material science. So while we are talking about all of these things, we wanted to quickly get into the leap of it, and then put our first step towards building the next gen AI builders and the developer course. And what does this course have for us? It's going to help us, first of all, confidently step in and navigate the AI landscape and become a part of the ecosystem. That's one thing. And then we're going to position ourselves as people who know how to use AI, how to build with AI, and how to automate with AI. These are the three things. And what we're going to do from there, we're going to become a certified AI champion. How are we going to achieve this? We're going to achieve this with a learning phase that you where you learn an applied phase where you start applying what you have learned, and then you get your validations that you have learned all of these things. So that's the course. So in this quick few minutes from here, we're going to have the launch. We're going to look at a course journey. We also are going to understand how are we going to learn from here. So thank you so much, and it's been a great a journey for DesiCrew over the last 19 years, and I can see all of the happy celebrations around in centers, and I'm really privileged and extremely elated to be a part of these celebrations and taking this moment to put our first foot into the AI learning journey. Over to you, Srilekha, for the launch.
Yeah, thanks, Rudra. Almost we are ready. Ready, sir? So here you go, sir. Thank you. So just click on the link. Ready, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Ms. Sandalal, for getting this launched. And with this, we are officially open with the course. And then we quickly wanted to go ahead and play a course journey that's going to show us what are we going to learn, how are we going to get into it. Over to you, Srilekha, for that.
Welcome to the Next Gen AI Builder and Developer Program. Today, we are walking through your 12-week roadmap to becoming an AI champion at DesiCrew. Let's look at how you'll navigate this journey. Our journey is structured into 4 stages. It starts with self-paced prep on MyGuru, moves to expert-led master classes, advances to official industry certifications, and culminates in a high-impact project. It all begins at the MyGuru portal. This is your central hub. Use your provided credentials to log in. Once you're in, the dashboard gives you a bird's-eye view of your learning status. To find the program, navigate to the sidebar. You'll see the Next Gen AI Builder course card. Clicking on the Learning Journey takes you directly into the curriculum where all your videos and labs are hosted. Within the tool, we use Pathways. Think of this as your learning GPS. It organizes the 40 hours of content into logical steps, ensuring you master foundational concepts before moving on to complex AI agent building. You can start accessing the course by clicking on the Next button in the bottom right corner. Once you're redirected to your competencies, you'll find a mix of instructional videos and articles. Quick tip: make sure your system allows YouTube playback so you don't miss any lessons. You'll also notice AI-powered learning tools designed to assist you. You can dive into these by clicking Next or choosing the highlighted options shown here. Now that you've explored the competency using the videos and AI features, it's time to test your skills. You'll find a short 5-question quiz for your certificate. Isn't just a badge of attendance, it's a mark of mastery. We value your consistent activity on MyGuru just as much as your final project. To cross the finish line, you'll need a combined score of 80% across your MyGuru assessments, external certifications, the capstone project, and your final evaluation. Your transformation from user to builder starts now. Balance your efforts, stay consistent, and let's get building.
Thank you. Thank you, Srilekha, for that. And we also have an FAQ built for this. We'll be sharing those links across the across to the learners. And anybody has a question, the DTouch team is always available to go ahead and take those questions. Thank you, and thanks for this. And let's all learn together and evolve together with the AI journey. Thank you. Thanks everyone, and for all of the efforts of that's going into learn the AI and being AI enabled. Thank you, people. Thanks.
Thank you. Now it's time to honor chief guest and our guest of honor. Over to you, Priya. அன்பிற்கினியவர்களே, தவறுகள் ஏற்பட சந்தர்ப்பங்களும் சூழ்நிலைகளும் இருந்தும் நேர்மையாக இருப்பவர்களும் தலைசிறந்த மனிதர்களே. அவ்வாறு இன்று நான் ஒரு சாதாரண பெண்ணின் அசாதாரண பெண்ணின் பற்றி சில வார்த்தைகள் பேச விரும்புகிறேன். சென்னை தீநகர் பகுதியில் பணியில் இருந்த தூய்மை பணியாளர் பத்மா அவர்கள் சுமார் 60 லட்சம் ரூபாய் மதிப்பிலான 45 சவரன் தங்க நகை கொண்ட பணியை கண்டுபிடித்தார். அது ஒரு பெரிய தொகை. ஆனால் அதை தனக்காக வைத்துக் கொள்ளாமல் உடனே தனது மேலாளரிடம் தெரியப்படுத்தினார். இது அவரின் உயர்ந்த மனதையும் நேர்மையையும் காட்டுகிறது. அவருடைய செயலை சார்ந்ததும் தமிழக முதலமைச்சர் திரு மு.க.ஸ்டாலின் அவர்கள் கவர்ந்ததும் நடிகர் ரஜினிகாந்த் அவர்கள் மரியாதை செய்ததும் இந்த நேர்மைக்கு கிடைத்த பெரிய அங்கீகாரம். வார்த்தைகளை விட வாழ்க்கையில் உதாரணமாக வாழ்ந்த பத்மா அவர்களும் அவரது கணவர் சுப்பிரமணி அவர்களும் இங்கும் தங்களே வந்திருப்பது DesiCrew குடும்பத்திற்கு பெருமிதம் அளிக்கிறது. அதற்கு எங்களது மனமார்ந்த நன்றிகளை தெரிவிக்கின்றோம். சௌமியா அவர்களை பத்மா அவர்களை கௌரவிக்க அன்போடு அழைக்கின்றோம்.
Come here.
திரு நாராயணன் அவர்களை சுப்பிரமணி அவர்களை கௌரவிக்க அன்போடு அழைக்கின்றோம். We request Mr. Manivandan to kindly felicitate Mr. Sanjay.
Yes. So it will send us. One more, sir. Ring open. Ring open.
It is a true privilege to welcome Mr. Sanjay Nagar, a visionary entrepreneur, writer, journalist.
அது சார்
எங்ககிட்ட பேசுறாங்க வரக்கூடாது.
சரிண்ணா இந்த மைக்கும் காலரும் அவங்க கிட்ட
அவங்க கிட்டயும் பேசுங்க, அங்க இருக்கிறவங்களே பேசுங்க. எங்க சென்டர் வந்து இது ஈரோடு மாவட்டம். டிஎன் பாளையம் இருக்குல்ல, டிஎன் பாளையம் ஈரோடு மாவட்டம். பெருமாங்குடி திருவாரூர் மாவட்டம். காப்பூங்கிறது உடுப்பி கர்நாடகா. இந்த அம்மா பெங்களூர், ஆக்சுவலி சொந்த ஊர் பெங்களூர். அதனால அவங்க கன்னடா பேசிப்பாங்க காப்பூ டீமோட. ஓகே, சோ இதுதான் எங்க சென்டர். சரிங்களா? இங்கதான் அந்த 2000 பேர் இங்க வேலை செய்யறாங்க. ஓகே, சோ நீங்க இந்த 1.5 மாசமா வாழ்க்கை மாறி போச்சு. கரெக்டா?
மைக் ஆன்.
எங்களையும் ரொம்ப வித்தியாசமா இருக்கலாம் மாற்றி வச்சுட்டீங்க. ஏதோ வருஷம் போனோம் அப்படி இருந்தோம். தெரிஞ்சவங்க என்ன இடத்துல எங்களை கூப்பிட்டு இருந்தாங்க, வேற மாசத்துல கூப்பிட்டு இருக்காங்க. இறந்தோம். ஏன்னா எங்க சைடுக்கு அது கல்யாணத்தை முடிச்சுட்டு இந்த நைட்டே கிளம்பி நேற்று நைட்டே கட்டி நீ காலையில இப்போ வந்தாண்டாரு. சரி, அதே பர்சன்டேஜா கூட்டி கட்டி ஓடாதுன்னு வந்துட்டோம். இந்த சம்பவம் வந்து இன்னொரு கூப்பிட்டுருக்காங்க. அப்படி இருக்கிற காரணம் என்னன்னாக்கா அவ்வளவு பிஸியா வச்சிருக்கீங்க. துல்கப்படியானது இந்த அளவுக்கு பிஸியா வைக்க முடியுன்ற மனசு வந்து உங்க எல்லாருக்கும் இருக்கு. அந்த மனசு என்னோட ஆட்கள் எல்லாரும் நடந்து இருக்கோம். கடைசியில காரணம் தோல்வி எல்லாமே பணியாளருக்கும் தூய்மை பணியாளருக்கும் தேடணும் வேணும். வாழ்த்துக்கள். நீங்க எல்லாம் வாழ்த்துக்கு ரொம்ப நன்றி. ரொம்ப நன்றி. சுப்பிரமணியம், நீங்க அதை சொல்லணுமா? கேள்வி கேட்க நீங்க பதில் சொன்னீங்க. If anybody wants to ask any questions from other centers,
அம்மா உங்களுக்கு கன்னடாவும் தெரியும் இல்லையா? கன்னடா நல்லா பேசுவீங்களா? ஓகே ஓகே. ஏன்னா மக்கள் ரொம்ப ஆர்வமா இருப்பாங்க கன்னடா சென்டர்ல இருந்து, அதனால கேட்டேன். ருத்ரா,
ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾ? ಓಕೆ, ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ಅಲ್ಲ, ಇದು ಇಂಥ ಒಂದು ಮೌಲ್ಯವಾದ ಒಂದು ಏನೋ ಒಂದು ಕೆಲಸ ನೀವು ಮಾಡಿದಿರಲ್ಲ, ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ನಿಜವಾಗ್ಲೂ ನಿಮ್ಮನ್ನ ನಾವು ಹಾರೈಸ್ಬೇಕು. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವಾಗಿದ್ರೆ ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡಿರ್ಬಹುದು ಒಂದ್ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ, ಓಕೆ ಇದು ನಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರನೇ ಇರ್ಲಿ ಅಂತ ನಾವು. ಬಟ್ ನೀವಿಂತ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಿರೋದು ಮತ್ತೆ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಬಂದು ಮೌಲ್ಯವಾದದ್ದು ಬೇರೆ ಯಾವ್ದು ಇಲ್ಲ. ಅದೊಂದೇ ನನ್ಗೆ ಮಾತು ಬರ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ನಿಜ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಇವಾಗ ಇದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಸೋ ಮಚ್ ಫಾರ್ ಬೀಯಿಂಗ್ ಹಿಯರ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದಿದ್ದಕ್ಕೆ ನಿಜವಾಗ್ಲೂ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು. ಸೊ ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು.
ಹಾಯ್ ರಾಜನ್. ನಾನು ಏನ್ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ನಿಮ್ ಕನ್ನಡ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಖುಷಿ ಆಯ್ತು, ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ದಿದ್ರೆ ತಮಿಳಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಹೇಳೋದು ಅಂತ ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ. ನಾವು ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಗುಣಗಳನ್ನ ಕಲಿಬೇಕು, ಗುಡ್ ಹ್ಯಾಬಿಟ್ಸ್ ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ. ಎಲ್ಲಾದ್ರೂ ಏನಾದ್ರೂ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದ್ರೆ ಅದ್ ನಮ್ ವಸ್ತು ಅಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ರಿಟರ್ನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾರನ್ನಾದ್ರೂ ತೋರಿಸ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಇವಾಗ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೊಂದು ಮುಖ ಇದೆ. ನಿಮ್ ಫೋಟೋ ತೋರಿಸಿ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು, ನೋಡಿ ಇವ್ರಿಗೆ ಇಷ್ಟೊಂದು ದುಡ್ಡು ಸಿಕ್ಕಿತ್ತು, ಇಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಗೋಲ್ಡ್ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿತ್ತು, ಅದನ್ನ ರಿಟರ್ನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಅ ಫೇಸ್ ಟು ದಟ್. ಸೊ ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಫಾರ್ ಬೀಂಗ್ ಅ ರೋಲ್ ಮಾಡೆಲ್ ಅಂತ.
ಅಲ್ಲ, ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಒಂದು ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಿಲ್ಲ ಚಿನ್ನ, ನೀವು ಚಿನ್ನ, ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು.
நீங்க அந்த பாக்ஸை எடுக்கும்போது உங்க பக்கத்துல யாரு இருந்தா உங்களுக்கு எப்படி இருக்கு அந்த பாக்ஸ் எடுத்துக்கலாம்? அது தோணுச்சு, அது சாப்பாடு தான் எடுத்துட்டு சாப்பாடு நான் வண்டி That's what I really did. நான் வச்சு படிக்கும்போது 21 years 21 வருஷம் காலையில நீங்க 4 மணிக்கு எழுந்திருக்கீங்க, 5 மணிக்குள்ள உங்க பையனுக்கு பொண்ணுக்கு சாப்பாடெல்லாம் சமைச்சிட்டு அதுக்கப்புறம் 6 மணிக்கு வெளியே போயிட்டு திருப்பி நடுவில் டீ பிரேக் 1 மணி நேரம் கொடுத்து திருப்பி ஒரு 4 மணி நேரம் 8 மணி நேரம். இந்த 8 மணி நேரத்துக்கு நீங்க 21 வருஷமா கன்சிஸ்டன்சியா பண்ணிருக்கீங்க. கரெக்டா? அது உங்களை வந்து தமிழக என்ன விஷயம் அப்படின்னு சொல்லி உங்களை மோட்டிவேட் பண்ண இந்த 21 வருஷம் சொல்லுவாங்க. நீங்க போனது ஒரு மெயின் ரீசன். நான் கிளீன் பண்றது இஸ் நாட் சோ ஈஸி, எஸ்பெஷலி சென்னை. அது உங்களோட மைண்ட் பண்ணுவாங்க ரெகுலர் ஷேர் பண்ணலாம். அது எப்பவும் 21 வருஷம் ஒரே விஷயத்த கன்சிஸ்டன்சியா நீங்க பண்ணீங்க. அந்த ஒரு விஷயம் தான் ரொம்ப ஸ்ட்ராங். 21 years 4 மணிக்கு தொடர்ந்து எழுந்து. Okay. Thank you. That will be an example for us. Thank you so much. குடும்பத்தை காப்பாற்றிட்டு வேலை, ஒரு பிள்ளைய படிக்க வச்சுட்டு வேலை, கஷ்டம் தெரியாது. குடும்படைய கஷ்டம் தான். Thank you, Papa. Thank you so much. Anybody have any questions?
வணக்கம். இந்த சந்தர்ப்பத்துல வந்து இந்த ஒரு விஷயத்தை எல்லாரும் சொல்றாங்க. இது மாத்திரம் இல்ல, கோவிட் நிறைய பேர் மறந்துருக்கோம். இந்த சந்தர்ப்பத்துல வந்து நீங்க கோவிட்ல பண்ண உதவியை வந்து எல்லா சார்பாகவும் நன்றி சொல்லி அப்ப இந்த மாதிரி கோவிட் படம்
விஷயம் பண்ண மாதிரி கோவிட் சமயத்துல சுப்பிரமணி பண்ண விஷயமா நிறைய பேருக்கு தெரியாது. இப்ப பத்மா தான் ஹீரோ. அதனால சுப்பிரமணி தான் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஹீரோ, பத்மா தான் செகண்ட் ஹீரோ. ஓகே, சுப்பிரமணி வந்து இது ஆட்டோ டிரைவர். அவர் கோவிட் சமயத்துல ரோட்ல இருந்த 1.25 லட்சம் 1.75 lakhs கோவிட் சமயத்துல ரோட்ல யாருமே இல்லை, அடுத்த ஆட்டோ இருந்தாரு. ரோட்ல ஒரு பேக் சாப்பிட்டாரு. 1.25 லட்சம் 1.75 lakhs of cash he handed over to the authorities. அதுதான் முன்னோடி. பத்மாவுக்கு முன்னோடி ஏற்கனவே இருக்காங்க அவர் ஹஸ்பண்ட் மூலியமா. சோ இப்ப வந்து நிறைய பேர் சொல்றாங்க, ஒரு behind every successful woman there is a every successful man there is a woman அப்படின்னு. இந்த குடும்பத்தை பொறுத்த வரைக்கும் ரெண்டு பேருக்குமே பின்னால இருந்துதான் இந்த முன்னோடியா இருந்திருக்காங்க. அதுதான் முக்கியம் இல்லை. ரொம்ப நன்றி. ஓகே, so we were chatting with the guests when we were waiting for the event. Then Subrahmani narrated the incident, which actually is the core of what we see as an outcome So I asked him about what like I said few days before that. He lost about 500 rupees out of his own money. Right? So he was already feeling bad. The first thought which came to him when he saw the money was, he was feeling so bad for the 500 rupees, how much worse the person would have spent. And
Yes.
absolutely destroyed the positive reflection in the story itself. Opposite meant that he planned it. That's an important insight for all of us. I just wanted to share.
Saranya, Mike. You can have one. You can have one.
It is a true privilege to welcome Mr. Sanil Nadan, a visionary, entrepreneur, writer, journalist, and the founder of CEO of IDESA AI. With over 2 decades of expertise in language technology, he is leading the way in making artificial intelligence more human, intuitive, and impactful. His dedication to innovation and investing environment make him not just a leader in the end, but a pioneer shaping the future of communication. We are truly honored to have him with us today as our chief guest. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together in welcoming Mr. Anok Kandewala to the Oxygen Network.
So I'm so glad that you have the program that you are celebrating today, completing 9 years, and then we forget the of these group. I'm coming from the translation technology background, so I'm speaking both. So what we can I do? So the confirm how to go down with it. And we would honest with you and
Wow. Great. That's good. Yes.
நீங்க சொல்லும் போது ஏன் வேலை செய்யுங்க வேலை சத்தியமா இருக்குதா அப்படிங்கிற ஒரு அடிப்படை சொல்லி என்னுடைய சோதனைகளை நான் வந்து கடுக்க ஒழிக்கிறேன் அப்படின்னு அம்மா அதுதான் வந்து தமிழ்நாட்டு 3 தலைமுறையா என்னுடைய பெற்றோர்களும் இருக்கிற தலைமுறைகளுக்கு கடுமையாக வயல்களில் தொழிற்சாலைகள் பிள்ளைகளை இடங்களுக்கு வேலை செய்யலாம் பிள்ளைகளும் அடுத்த தலைமுறைகளும் ரொம்ப விசாரிச்சிருப்போம் பண்ணுவாங்க அவங்களுக்கு நான் வார்த்தைகள் சொல்றதை விட கண்டிப்பா இருக்கும் ஏன்னா நீங்க கடந்து இருக்கிற அந்த முக்கியமான விஷயம் I'm moving into it's a question. What will be the future of jobs? What will be the future of business? We can discuss aspects around the basic issues or those things, but I can say what in the future you may not have CFO, but you second the job. That's the future. All the technologies, all the processes, everything can be automated. We don't have so many people working basically crunching the data or doing something or working with sweating the workshops. Those people are doing automated AI and programming. But what will be the future of us as a human being? So what will be the future of our jobs? Our business, or our future in general. You need more humanism in your mind,
culture, creativity, innovation, empathy, and working with each other. All these things become the core, not skill. So, attitude of human. That is, we are reinventing ourselves. And we all need to be people like Subramaniam and Padma in order to serve. It's very important. So, where will be the future? Lies in our heart, in our. So the last 12 years, we have worked on so many technologies. Currently, we are mostly working on AI data-related services for the AI company. My company has also, that's my profession in translation, it's around 20 years now. I founded this ISA as a their company only 5 years back, but I worked in the industry as a translation guy for many years. So 7 years back, maybe around 2016 or 17, our customers, big companies like Microsoft, they wanted to have data in order to train their systems to translate them. Basically, they want the customer to train their AI engines in order to produce super quality. So that's our domain. Somebody will have done it for images, and some companies work on audio, and we work on translation. So at one point of the time, I was thinking that they need this data in order to train their patient. At the end of the day, they don't need us. Patient will do everything. So we are working for the destruction of our own industry. That was the thing initially. But then I dig deep into this technology. Then I found that technology is not such a zero-sum game. Technology is part of the whole evolution of the humanity. So every time you will be having good technology. So there is no need to fear the technology, but we have to understand. So we are in the section of the system. Whatever we have done in the last 20 years or 30 years or centuries together, going to change. And what we learn in schools and colleges is something different. But one thing is true, the problem will always. So you can use this technology and resolve the problems through what? I have this question for you. Okay, success of Google Gemini or ChatGPT. These companies are now doing fantastic translation. So that is the scope for it. This is still the technology. What about the technology? Is still free. But what is really needed is not hard or tech for tech. It's all about how we are connect with the customers, how people look into it. That's the most important question I have. So today I'm thinking about how this multilingual technology can in multilingual countries in India, so that people will be connecting each other without any problem, any barrier. So all these things, though we speak 22 official languages or 200 other languages, across the world there are thousands of languages. I'm thinking about the future where people will still speak their own mother tongue as basically their own mother tongue as the language of thinking and feeling and speaking, but still they will connect with them. This is completely changing the time of the human interaction. You can take this into every now, manufacturing, education, governance, to take it to everything. So on this particular intersection of history, technology, and economics, at this point of the time, we are actually sitting in a very, I can say that, you can have your own work to them. We are sitting on very important starting place for the time. Today, almost all global indicators say that India will be third or fourth or even one of the 5 largest economies of the world. So very soon, the overall economy of India will be one of the top three. Then there is a trajectory, that is what everybody is expert. So, India is one of the top three. Within India, states like Tamil Nadu and Karnataka are particularly top. Now, we almost all economic and social distributors, we are both. So when India is going upward to become one of the top 3 or 4 economies of the world, and Tamil Nadu will be in the rise, and Chennai will be in the top. So this Dharavali also, my office is also distance from here. So we are all sitting at your centers from across Tamil Nadu and also in Tamil. This is one thing I like to company. I started to follow the company from the almost 20 years back when we started. I was still in media, so I heard about this IIT, Ashwin Surjitwala, DesiCrew, and other companies. Some following. And couple of years back, I came here for business. Of bringing technology to very small towns of South India and making them. Now I saw the not just users of technology but also as a filter of it. This is a real change. When you are going to the next level, you are building that 1,000 people or 2,000 people in your organization can be part of this group. That's why I given that picture. That India is one of the around the top 3 or 4 of global economy. Tamil Nadu is on the top of it, and we are all having a great chance to do something revolutionary, something that is what I said. We are sitting on the point. Some 20 years back, this moment came to China. Maybe some 100 years back, the same moment came to Chicago or some other places in the United States. Some 300 years back, the same moment came to some other countries like Britain or France. We had that moment so far. It's true, but we lost. But again, it's the burden. As its own circular way of doing things, comes to us. So today we can definitely make that change. Companies like DesiCrew and its employees and the students like Roger and Dog can definitely plan something that will drastically change the way we deliver the service. We are in the same tempo. Whatever we have done in the last 20 years now, getting automated, right? So 20 years of my translation services suddenly become the point of void. Because everything is not done much better than us. Google Gemini or Cloud is very costly, acceptable. But maybe everything is done better. Similarly, everything is automation with AI or robotics in manufacturing or in so many other technologies is going to change it. We are in the beginning decades of more not in the first middle of the we are in the beginning decades of more industrial revolution. We are in the extremely early days of AI. Very, very early days of AI. Just one yesterday. Very, very early days of we really do not know what will happen in the next 5 years or 10 years. But there are some which can be definitely considered constant in this very flexible environment. That constantly is in the future. Most of us will be working for us. The people who are interacting with others in order to provide some happiness or in order to share something, in order to be part of the enjoyment or be part of the saddest moment. When the people who understand the psychology of others, the needs of others, these people are doing the most of the things. So what to do? Very simple. The knowledge that you gain here If it can be transformed as an application, that can also be transformed as a culture. Okay. So just 5 years back, when we started to develop ISR, I used to write long essay kind of instructions to the developer. These are the features I want. These are the address I want. 5 pages, 10 pages, 20 pages, 30 pages. Manually. At that time, there was no that. Now, I create some app using some text to app, text to app. That is all. I have given the toy of the software that I want to build to my people that they are getting it. I'm not a code, not a program. I have MA journalism and I know areas. I'm talking about natural language, not the program language. But I'm able to understand it, how it works. Because I would like to say a few things that I will put my. What is the change that we are facing to? From the technology point of view, 1980s, so like 1980s and 90s. Basically, it's the interest, data, the age of computers. These are all about data. Computer means processing data. Whether you are using it in office or in factories, basically it processes the data and for the software application that we use at the time is basically about it. That's why we call it as word processing. Word processor, right? Basically, it's a writing software. Why didn't we call it as writer? We call it as word processing. Because the word processing dominant data comes. That is called computer revolution. Data. What comes after data? Normally in the information science, people used to have few words to refer the status of data or status of everything. First we have the data. Computer revolution basically all about data. Then it comes information. Here data with some meaning. This is that era is internet. So internet gives you a lot of not data. So use Google mainly to find information. You read Wikipedia mainly to learn something. Basically, everything is information. Email is Wikipedia pages are essential. For any particular need of information, you go to the web and you find something or refer something, take note of it, then do something whatever you want. But in the same information science parallelism, after data, which is computer revolution, then we have information which is internet revolution. What next in the third is knowledge. The fourth is the computer. So you have data. Data is processed as information. Information is processed as knowledge. Knowledge of business as. So artificial intelligence age of information. That's the major difference that you are considering. So now I am not doing ChatGPT to find some information. No. I have a question. I want to do something. I want to create a business plan, or I want to create I want to understand how the system works. I'm asking the question not as a keyword, but as my question. It learns from me to understand the system, understand my requirements, my priorities, my way of thinking. Finally, it creates a complete knowledge based on my questions, my interaction, which is not available in the previous stages. So now I'm getting complete knowledge. This knowledge is very difficult. The last 100 years economy is building on top of who possesses knowledge and who lacks it. The consultant, company, big company, all the technical companies. They are making money simply because they have this knowledge. Countries which accumulated this knowledge are developed. Companies which accumulated this knowledge are bigger companies. Let's say the first one who accumulated this knowledge is a great person. They can do everything. This knowledge is rare. We know that 2000 years back, Ariyudaya, Ullamudaya. Those who have knowledge have it. That's the global politics or global economy for the centuries. This era is, that's why this era is called as knowledge. But that knowledge, it was in the hands of some person, some company, some system, some country. It's now democratized. Today I can, this morning it happened, yesterday it happened, day before yesterday it happened. Whenever I have to doubt about my own business or something other than my own business, now I am getting there. Scientific, accounting knowledge of it. It's not the one say what. It is not one prompt. But there is a system which I can use it, accumulate it. So today, this is not only for two or every employee can become a knowledgeable employee or knowledgeable person in the area they want to specialize. This is a great opportunity. We didn't have in our time. It's a great opportunity. Now you think anything you want. So in future, most of the work that you are doing today will be automated. You won't be somebody won't be sitting and doing something data transfer work on their phone. It's not going to happen. So when the knowledge is getting the work of all the work becomes the knowledge work, the industry becomes truly knowledge industry. Every industry is knowledge industry. Every business is knowledge business. Every person is knowledge person or knowledge based employee. Or I can say not even employee. They are the experts. You don't get connected in this knowledge ecosystem. Companies like DesiCrew or ILSR can definitely make impact only when they understand this stage. That's happening. So let's move from doing something or providing services, providing XYZ to others. We have to move from that mindset to be part of the global economy. Because we are already in the top, the world is watching. The economy is doing very well. We are already in the top, but in order to understand this time and this space, it is the play time and space for all of us. We must understand this large part of AI. AI is changing everything, but not just that. Do not fear AI. Do not fear robotics. Do not fear anything else. As long as you retain yourself, what part of your heart and mind, like we have in Padma Subramani. Our jobs are safe, our business. Thank you very much for this opportunity. So certainly want to go.
So this comes to the last part of today's proceeding. So Padma Subramanian, every Thursday we have given the answers and whatever is required. Thursday money answer. But our lifeல மறக்க முடியாத ஒரு விஷயமா என்ன இருக்கும் ஏற்க முடியும் அப்படின்னு நம்ம டிஸ்கஸ் பண்ணும்போது இந்த அவங்க ஃபிளைட்ல போனாங்க. ஸோ இந்த felicitate Padma Subramanian. அவங்க ரெண்டு பேரையுமே all expenses paid trip to Udupi. They will go fly to Chennai to Bangalore. Our team is there in Bangalore. அங்கிருந்து all the temples அங்க உடுப்பியில கோவில் இருக்கு Padma Subramanian. ஸோ உங்களுக்கு எல்லா அரேஞ்ச்மெண்ட்ஸும் பண்ணி என்ன டைம்ல நீங்க எந்த டேட்ல நீங்க சொல்றீங்களோ அந்த ஃபிளைட் புக் பண்ணி நீங்க வீட்டுல இருந்து கிளம்பி அங்க வேலை முடிச்சதுக்கு அப்புறம் எல்லாம் சுத்தி பார்த்து கோவிலுக்கு போயிட்டு வந்ததுக்கு அப்புறம் ஃபிளைட் ஏறி சென்னை வீட்டுக்கு போற வரைக்கும் all expenses paid by DesiCrew. So இதுதான் we wanted to say and I will to take a look at it to felicitate Padma Subramanian.
So now she'll speak Kannada. Definitely our people will take her to it. Money sir, mic. Thank you, Rajan sir. It's time for vote of thanks. I request Mani sir to take them.
Not sure that it thanks, but I just want to summarize 2 quick points for all of us from the guest actually. I was talking to them in our office. I was telling them that just getting our share with all of us. So all of us will be go to schools. I'm going to say my name. That's why I'm the school of writing about moral science. சின்ன வயசுல வந்து பசங்களுக்கு எப்படி அவங்க வந்து வாழ்க்கை நடக்கும் கல்வியை தாண்டி போகிறது இந்த மாதிரி ஒரு எந்த நிறைய இல்லை ஏன்னா அந்த வயசுல வந்து உங்களோட பிஹேவியர் மாறும் ஸ்கூல்ல வந்து along with education the values is also thrown in the system but when you become தெரியுமா அந்த மாதிரி ஒரு வாய்ப்பு இருக்கும் அது நீங்க சொன்னாலும் கேட்கப்படும் ஒரே வழி என்னன்னா செயல் நீங்க அதுதான் பண்ணீங்க செயலால இது வந்து ஒரு பாடம் இருக்கு so she has taught all of us with that simple acts and when they say that integrity is something to do and not looking at that's an example here that that's for all of us from our friends who raised and thank you very much. Coming to Ari, we already talked about business transformation in AI. But the other thing which I want all of us to appreciate is how he grew up in his own career, right? Studied journalism. And then he looked at opportunities around that, then he built his own path, the business. But along the way, many of you will not know his passion for the language. He's an author, publisher, and more of that, some of you have also observed him on television. He's a political commentator. So the point I'm making is, so person of multiple interests, and not because somebody promised a career path, something which came natural, and that is the lesson which I want all of us to take. This is about being human, and we also have a tendency to equate our life with our job. I was telling them that even today, when people bring wedding invitation, you'll put your office job. Then you will say retired, stop it. That's fine, but there is life beyond job. And for that, being human is important. We focus on physical behavior, attachment is important. How do you emphasize that? I want that message. Thank you, Ari, for that. We didn't have office that much, but if we have this event, certain one you will use for this point. And last for our teams that are listening, so we've just stepped into the 20th year, and we have learned a few things and a lot of things are in store. But the point I want to make was that this is an opportunity for DesiCrew to really make a mark. The times are the right thing. The investors who come on board. There's the expectation among the customers. There's the expectation among our roommates for growth. They're coming up with a new sector, new technologies. So 20th year, I would want all of us to take it count our own way. Detailed program which Rudra announced, probably the first step for us. It's a little late for my industry point of view, but for us, still a good thing. And if we can get all these projects, all the projects which are there, I think that's going to transform the way we talk to the market. With that, I will end. Thank you very much for being here, and congratulations to all of us across sectors for the 18th year anniversary. Thank you.
So, as we conclude the formal segment to today's celebration, let us stand together for national anthem. Thank you all. So now we have a small photo session. Outside India. Niche.
நேற்று இரவு உங்களுடைய சிஇஓ அவர்கள் எனக்கு வாட்ஸ்அப்பில் அழைப்பிருந்தார்கள். அதில் இவர்களுக்கு இன்று சிறப்பு நிகழ்ச்சி நடத்துவதாக அறிந்தேன். வருவதற்கு வாய்ப்பு இருக்குமா என்று கேட்கும்போது அவரே போன் பண்ணி வாய்ப்பு இருந்தால் வாருங்கள் என்று சொன்னார்கள். அந்த வாய்ப்பை பயன்படுத்தி இவற்றை சந்தர்ப்பதற்கு நீங்கள் வாய்ப்பு கொடுத்து செய்தி கற்பதற்கு மட்டும் சென்றவர்கள் சிறப்பல்ல, நல்ல செயல்கள் செய்த போன்ற வீரர்களுக்கும் சென்ற இடமெல்லாம் சிறப்பாகும். இன்னமும் தீங்கும் நன்றும் பிறர்பட வாழாம். கடின உழைப்புக்கு ஈடு இல்லை. செய்யும் தொழிலே தெய்வம், அது பிறவைதான் நம்முடைய செல்வம். அத்தனைக்கும் இலக்கணமாக இருக்கின்ற அம்மையாளர்களை நாம் மனமாக பாராட்டுகிறோம். மேலும் உணவும் வகையான அளவினை உணவாலே செல்லும் வாயெல்லாம் செயல் என்று வள்ளுவன் சொன்னான். உங்களுக்கு எப்பொழுதும் வாய்ப்பு கிடைக்கிறதோ அப்பெல்லாம் நீங்கள் நன்றி தெரிந்து கொள்ள வேண்டும். அதோடு தோன்றி பொருளோடு தோன்றிவிட்டார்கள். ஈன்று பிறந்த தந்தை தாய்க்கும் சான்றோனாக்கிய தந்தைக்கும் மேற்கொண்ட கணவருக்கும் தன்னுடைய செல்வங்களுக்கும் தன்னை சார்ந்த உற்சாக உறவினர்களுக்கும் பெருமை சேர்த்த பெருமைக்குரிய அம்மையார் அவர்களை நாம் மனதாக பாராட்டுகின்றோம். இந்த அனைத்து சிறப்பு நிகழ்ச்சிகளுக்கும் பயன்படுத்த அவர்களை நீண்ட காலம் வாழ்க என்று வாழ்த்து நாம் வாழ்கிறோம். மேலும் செயல்கள் அனைவருக்கும் ஒரு முன்னுதாரணம். குறிப்பாக இந்த தூய்மை என்பது வெளிப்படுத்தல் மட்டுமல்ல, உள்ளத்தில் தூய்மை இருந்தால் தான் நாம் பெருமை அடைய முடியும். இந்த அனைவருடைய உள்ளத்திலும் தூய்மையை அழுத்தை அகற்றி அனைவருடைய உள்ளங்களையும் தூய்மையை ஆக்கி இன்று அவர்களும் பெருமை அடைந்து நம்மையும் பெருமை சேர்த்து அவர்களை நாம் உங்கள் சார்பாக எங்கள் குடும்பத்தின் சார்பாக மனமாக வாழ்த்தி எளிய பொன்னாடையை அவர்களுக்கு அணிவிக்க வாய்ப்பு கொடுத்திருக்கிறார்கள். Thank you.
there are memory bases, something want to unknown fact about myself. Any question? Want to know about myself? Manisha's father. Did I take them off? So it's been a very big inspiration to everyone in office.
விளையும் பையன் உலகிலே தெரிவித்து அவர் ஒரு பெரிய ஒரு
பெரியவர்களே, நான் பள்ளியுடைய தலைமை ஆசிரியர். உங்க அம்மா காவல்துறையில சூப்பர். எனக்கு 3 குழந்தைகள் தான் தெரியும். இந்த குழந்தைகள் படிக்கின்ற போதெல்லாம் இவர்கள் இந்த அளவுக்கெல்லாம் படித்து உயர்ந்து ஒரு நிலைக்கு வருவார்கள் என்று நாங்கள் எதிர்பார்க்கவே இல்லை. அப்பொழுதுதான் நர்சரி ஆரம்பித்தது. இவர்கள் காலத்தில்தான் நர்சரியை கொண்டு விட்டோம். பிரைமரி ஸ்கூல், ஹைஸ்கூல் இரண்டும் ஒரே சென்ட் ஜோசப் கட்டூர் பள்ளியை அவர்கள் படித்தார்கள். அவர்கள் பள்ளி தந்தார்கள், நாங்கள் வேலைக்கு சென்றோம். இப்படிதான் காலம் முடியுது. 10th மார்க் எடுத்தார். அப்பொழுதுதான் நாங்கள் யார் என்று எல்லோருக்கும் தெரிய ஆரம்பித்தது. அதுவரையில் கலைவர்மனுடைய பிள்ளை மணிவண்ணன் மாறி மணிவனுடைய தந்தை இவர்தான் என்று சொல்லக்கூடிய அளவுக்கு நிலைமை உருவாக்கி, அப்பொழுது உங்களை போன்ற சேவை நிறுவனங்கள் நிறைய எங்களை அழைத்து நிறைய ஒன்று நிறைய கிஃப்ட் இன்னும் வாங்கி எவர் தவணை இந்த பாத்திரம் எல்லாம் இன்னும் இருக்கிறது. அதை நாங்கள் பயன்படுத்திக் கொண்டு இருக்கிறோம். அந்த அளவுக்கு குடும்பத்திற்கு பெருமை சேர்க்கிறது. இவருடைய இளமைக்கும் இவரை பின்பற்றி அனைவரும் உயர்ந்த நிலையில் வருவதற்கு உண்மைபூர்வமாகவும் இருந்துவிட்டார். ஆகவே அவருடைய கிரிக்கெட் மற்ற இதர துறைகளிலும் சிறப்பாக இருந்தார். ஒரு குறிப்பாக சொல்ல வேண்டுமானால், நான் ஒரு ஆலயத்தினுடைய நிர்வாகி. அந்த ஆலயம் 85 தொடங்கி இன்றைய வரைக்கும் 4வது பொறுப்பேற்று அடுத்துக் கொண்டிருக்கிறேன். கடந்த 2016ஆம் ஆண்டு கும்பாபிஷேகம் செய்கின்ற பொழுது ஒரு பெரிய திட்டத்தில் சென்று கோபுரத்தை ஆரம்பித்தோம். கிட்டத்தட்ட 40 லட்சம் ரூபாய் தேவைப்படுகிறது. என்னதான் இருந்தாலும் கிராமப்புறங்கள் அந்த அளவுக்கு செய்ய முடியாது. அந்த நேரத்தில் நான் ஏதும் சொல்லவில்லை. அவரோடு அவருடைய 2 விட்டு கிட்டத்தட்ட 20 லட்சத்துக்கு மேலே நிதி உதவி செய்து அந்த கும்பாபிஷேகம் சிறப்பாக அவர்கள் வழிவகை செய்தார்கள். அம்மையாருக்கு ஒரு சொல்லணும்னு நினைச்சேன். ஈர்த்து பிறந்த தாய், சான்றோனாக்கிய தந்தை, மேற்கொண்ட கணவர்கள், இவர்களுக்கெல்லாம் பெருமை சேர்த்தது போல் இந்த குழந்தைகள் எங்களுக்கு பெருமை சேர்த்து விட்டார்கள். மகன் தந்தை காட்டு உதவி, தன் தொழிலுக்கு தந்தை மகன் காட்டு உதவி, இரண்டுமே எங்கள் குடும்பத்தில் நடந்து கொண்டிருக்கிறது. என்னை விட உங்களுடைய அம்மாவுக்குத்தான் இதெல்லாம் உற்சாகம் அதிகம். கொஞ்சம் நலம் உடலும் தெரியல, அதனால வர இங்க வாய்ப்பு இல்லை. இல்லை என்றால் அவர்கள் ஒரு பெரும் வேலை பெற்றிருப்பார்கள். ஆக இவரை பற்றி வேற என்ன செய்யணும்? கடின உழைப்பு சொன்னேன் இல்லையா, அந்த கடின உழைப்பு ரொம்ப இவருடைய உடல் நலத்துக்கும் இவருடைய செயலுக்கும் சம்பந்தம் கிடையாது. இவருக்கு அமைந்த துறவியார் உண்மையிலே ரொம்ப வரவேற்கக்கூடிய ஒரு மரபு. இவருடைய செயல்களை எல்லாம் பொறுத்து கொண்டு வீட்டில் இருக்க மாட்டார்கள் என்ற எண்ணமும் எனக்கு கமெண்ட் வந்துட்டே இருக்கும். 2 குழந்தைகள் இன்னும் மெடிக்கல் படிக்கிறது, இன்னொன்று ஏற்பாடு பண்ணியிருக்காங்க. 2 குழந்தைகளும் அப்பாண்ணா கோவில். இதுவெல்லாம் கடவுள் கொடுத்த கிஃப்ட். நான் பார்த்து செஞ்சேன், நீ பார்த்து செஞ்சேங்கிறதெல்லாம் கிடையாது. இறைவன் ஒருவன் நமக்கு என்னென்ன செய்யலாமோ அதே நம்ம செஞ்சுட்டு இருக்கோம். அதுதான் நம்ம நடந்துட்டு இருக்கு. நாம் நல்ல விதமாக இருப்பதற்கும் இதை இன்னும் என்னுடைய கிராமத்துல கடலூர்ல அண்ணா நகரத்துல கிராமத்துல தான் நான் இருக்கிறேன். இன்னமும் மணிவண்ணனை போய் படிக்கணும், மணிவண்ணன் மாதிரி இருக்கணும். மணிவண்ணன் அவங்க பார்க்கவே இல்லை. இப்போ சின்ன குழந்தைகளை பார்த்து நீங்க அவருக்கு 50 தாண்டிக்காரு, நான் 80 தாண்டிக்கிறேன். இன்னமும் அவங்க சொல்லிட்டு வருது. மணிமன்ன மாதிரி படிக்கணும். ஏன்னா நாங்க அந்த காலேஜ் போற நேரத்துல இவங்க எல்லாம் படிச்சுட்டு இருக்கிற பிள்ளைங்க. அந்த நேரம் வந்து 10th +2 இதெல்லாம் எங்க ஏரியாவோட தான் முதல் பார்க்கணும். அது தொடர்ந்து கிட்டத்தட்ட ஒரு 10 வருஷம் 20 வருஷம் தொடர்ந்து வந்து அதை முன்னுதாரணமா வச்சு அவங்க எல்லாருக்கும் செல்ல ஆரம்பிச்சாங்க. இதுலேருந்து என்னென்ன கொடுக்குறது சுயநலம் இல்லாமல் தொண்டு செய்யறவங்க, தன்னால கருதாம இருக்கவங்க, இவங்க ஆசைப்பட்டிருந்தா கூட இந்த பணத்தை எடுத்துட்டாங்கன்னா யாரு நீங்க நம்மளை கண்டுக்கலாம். அந்த தியாக மனப்பான்மையும் அந்த சேவை எண்ணமும் பொருந்து வந்தா தான் நம்ம அதை பண்ண முடியும். அந்த எண்ணங்கள் வந்து எங்க பிள்ளைகளுக்கு அதிகம் உண்டு. அது இருக்கிறதுனால உறவுகளும் நாங்க வந்து பகை கிடையாது. 3 சம்பந்தியுமே நம்ம சந்தோஷம். வேற பிள்ளைகள் எல்லாரும் நல்லா பார்ப்போம். ஒரு சின்ன விஷயம்னா கூட நம்ம வீட்டை எல்லாருமே இந்த பண்ணிடுவாங்க. இது வந்து யாரும் இந்த பிரச்சனை இல்லாம கடவுள்களை காசு பண்ணியிருக்காரு. தொடர்ந்து காசு பண்ணணும். உங்களுடைய ஆதரவும் அனுப்பணும்.
Thank you, sir.
Team, the show is over. Thanks for joining.